Hi, how are you? My name is Mikey. Welcome to Mikey Really Reads. I hope everyone is well, everyone is safe, everybody has really great books. If you are reading a great book, drop it down in the comments, and I will be sure to add it to my ever growing TBR. Ladies and gentlemen, how are you? How is everyone? I am alive, and that is all that matters. Today's video is going to be about characters. Certain characters that are soft, that are feminine. Oh, well, that's a good start. Feminine. I know that's right.
I know that's right.
Empathetic, shy, sort of female characters, right? We're talking about the hero, Win, in the story. People call it FMC, female male character. Female main character. That is a mouthful. I don't know who decided. I don't know who's like in charge of like this book talk stuff, but like FMC is long. Why can't we just call them the girl, the heroine? I know not always, like they're not always the hero, the protagonist, the antagonist. I don't care, but like I would rather say the heroine than FMC. I feel like it's just not me. It's just not me. So I'm gonna be talking about those type of characters today, giving recommendations for soft, kind, just like you kind of feel bad for them, but they're just so strong and so lovable, and they're just like gooey, gooey little bunnies, right? That's what I'm gonna be recommending today. So, do you like my serpent ring? I got it. I got it because like Becca Bloom has a serpent ring, and I was like, I want that. And yeah, and I have like this black mark because I hit my finger, and I haven't put nail polish on since then. Um, First book that I want to recommend is Luca by Gray Huffington. Now, this book is one of my favorite books. It's a black romance. The characters are Luca and Ever, Ever, Eva, right? She is described as an angel. She's not an angel, she's a human being, right? But she's angel like. So the story starts in the small town Channing, right? She runs away from her fiance. He's abusive at the time. She runs away with her two kids, and then she lives with her best friend. Her name is Lyric. She also has a book. It's the next book in the series. Then one day, her sister, her best friend slash sister, Lyric, that is like, let's go fetch my brother. And she's like, which brother? Because you have two brothers. One I haven't met, and the other one we just like saw him 2 days ago. Like, what do you mean? And then she's like, yeah, about that. We're gonna go to prison. We're gonna fetch my brother because he's getting out, right? Yay! Then they meet, right? And they fall in love. And I know what you're thinking. His life must be horrible. His life is so good. His must be broke and miserable, and it is the exact opposite. The exact opposite. It was like he was kind of like in a spa. Not really, but like a spa for prisons. You know what I mean? So he's very, very wealthy. His entire family is very, very wealthy. Um, and he's like, who are you? And they have a first date right like a week after, and they start dating. He is like the epitome of BDE. He is the epitome of this is what a man is. He's like, whoever you are, whatever it is that you got going on, I want it. I want to know all of this. I want all of this. And he quickly like, he's everything. He's everything and more. But this is about Eva, right? She is so sweet and gentle and kind, and he like feels like she's like this peaceful, almost like angel like. She feels like that. She has that presence. Even like her voice, she's like, when the author describes her, she's like, she has this very soft spoken, kind sort of voice, and her presence, everybody just wants to be around her. She's like this light sort of. So whenever she's in a room, everybody kind of feels it. And I just love that. I loved ever so much. She is a girl's girl and I love it. I love her. Oh, this is deja vu. Okay, that was okay. So I enjoy her character so much. She's one of my favorites. She's so strong and kind and beautiful, and she's just living the best life. And I love that for her. Really, I do. And the next book that I want to recommend, I'm already 9 minutes in. That's insane. The next book that I want to talk about is Nero by S.J Tilly. Now I know what you're thinking. Nero is a mafia romance. You are very much correct. However, Peyton, that is the character of this story, is very sweet and kind and clumsy and just shy. And she's just going through it. She's just trying to live day by day, paycheck by paycheck. And then she meets Nero. He happens to climb into her window one night while he is running away from the cops, and homegirl, literally Peyton, the next thing she does, she offers him popcorn. They watch a movie and she falls asleep. Talk about Delulu. Talk about I have no self-preservation. Talk about I don't see red flags. Talk about life is Gugu and Gaga, and she's. I strive to be that calm. I really do. I just strive to be that calm and just like I'm already gullible. I think I can up it up a notch. I think can be a little bit naive, but I live in South Africa and there's no such thing as being a dum dum. There's no such thing. You will end up in situations you don't want to end up in. Very, 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 very bad. Very, very, very bad. So good for her. That is Peyton. Nero comes in. He sweeps her off her feet, and she's a little stalkerish. But I mean, who isn't, right? I mean, if it is it love if he's not stalking you? Is that love? Is that such a thing? I don't think it's a thing. It's not a thing, right? Right. Hayden, such a sweet character, very funny. I don't know if the author is funny or she is funny, but she's funny to me. I laughed so hard at one scene. I've never laughed so hard like in my entire life of reading. Reading a book, I've never laughed so hard. This book is one of my favorite books of all time. I loved it. She's so like I don't. It's not even dumb. Is not the right word. She's just like everything is perfect in life. Next book is The Siren by Kiera. This book is about a siren. This world, you kind of strike a deal with the ocean. You kind of become a siren for 100 years, and then you get to live the rest of your life, your human life, from whatever age you were transitioned, changed into a siren, and you'll have no memory of the ocean, like no memory of the 100 years that you've been living, and your deal kind of with this or what you have to do is kind of what sirens do, they unalive people and they bring them to the ocean. So this heroine is very much against that lifestyle, but she's already signed the deal, and it's not like she can unalive herself. And she is just she's really really going through it. She's really like it's a really really hard thing for her. Like she has nightmares. She hates having to do this. It really it traumatizes her, and there's a time she's kind of like okay with it, like it doesn't really sit right with her, but then something happens, things change, she falls in love with a human, and yeah, it's a very sad story, but like at the end of the day she had to survive, but she survived in the best way she knew how, and that was being kind and empathetic and just she's just really really sweet and really really kind. Like she's a very very gentle gentle soul, and I loved her. She was a bit annoying at times. I'm like, just get on with it, just get on with it, like you don't have an option, just do it, like come on now. But like it really hurt her to be doing some stuff, most stuff as a siren. So yeah, it's it's quite an experience. It's a journey. It's a long book, and 100 days is a long time. I forgot a book. I'm just gonna talk about it either way, right? Stolen Heir by Sophie Lark. This book is about Nessa and Nikolaj. Right, his name is Nikolaj. Nikolaj, right? And she's a ballerina. She is so sweet and gentle. We get to see her in the first book. She's like this really friendly, kind human being that is born into this brutal, violent world that is the mafia, right? And then she one day gets kidnapped. The story is almost like Beauty and the Beast. He's in the Polish mob. I don't think it's Polish mafia. I think it's a Polish mob, and she's just so sweet and enduring and kind, and he falls for her hard. Like he falls for her really, really hard. Like Beauty and the Beast. It's such a beautiful love story, and I just love how she didn't change who she was. No matter the situation that she was in, she just remained who she is at her core. And I just think it was so beautiful. The story is very beautiful. Any time, I don't really like Beauty and the Beast, but I do like Beauty and the Beast retellings. Does that make sense? Like I love Cinderella. I don't like Cinderella retellings, especially the movies. Oh my goodness. I'm not even gonna talk about those movies. Damn, damn, right? But I don't like Beauty and the Beast, the original movie. But I like Beauty and the Beast retellings. It's just who I am. I forgot another book. Great. I legit forgot another book. And I have no desire in me. No desire in me to get up and get that book. No desire whatsoever. So I'm not even gonna bother. I'm not. It's right here. Y'all can see it, right? It's Twisted Games by Anna Huang. This book is about Bridget and Reese. This is a bodyguard romance. She's a princess. Love her. Like, talk about soft, talk about feminine. She's a literal princess. She's a literal princess. She's so kind and just joyful and strong. I feel like some people feel like just because someone is like more quiet and peaceful, they're not strong. Like it takes a lot of what's that saying? You don't know the violence it took to be this gentle, and yeah. Although she didn't go through a lot of violence, but I I totally understand that saying and I love that saying. So she's very sweet. She falls in love with Reese and he's her bodyguard, and it's vibes. It's vibes. I really need to do a re what's that word? A reread of this book. I loved it. I loved her aesthetic, sort of like gold and white and just like beige. I loved how each character has their own aesthetic. So she's one of my favorite. Even Stella is a very, very gentle character. I just didn't want to put too many books or like too many books in the same series, that is. But Stella is also one of the characters. The book is right there. I'm not gonna go grab it. And she's also a really kind, soft, gentle, empathetic, feminine. Not just someone like feminine, like oh she's a girl, but like just really kind of having the traits of being nurturing and kind, and having a really really good intuition of things and of places and of things. That's what I feel is a femininity. Oh, that's what I know it to be. So yeah. And then the next book, which I do have, is Binding 13. Let me keep my hands still for the mic. Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. Of course, Shannon like the river. Of course, I'm gonna bring her up. Talk about the most like gut punch, and also like I don't know anyone that doesn't want to protect Shannon. Like Shannon is the toughest, sweetest, gentle. She's just had a really, really brutal life. A really, really beautiful, not beautiful, brutal life. And then she meets Johnny Kavanaugh, who kind of sweeps her off her feet and makes everything worth living. Which, I mean, honestly, they're just so young. and to be dealing with what they're dealing with, it's very, 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 very tough. So on her first day, she goes to Tom and High. She gets transferred, or I don't know if it's transferred or she leaves the other school and then she transfers to the school that is Tommen. And on her first day there, she gets hit by a soccer ball. Is it a soccer ball or a rugby ball? And it's a rugby ball because he plays rugby. Yes. And she thinks she's being attacked, but she's being bullied again because her entire life she's always been bullied. Like no matter what happens, like everything is always her fault. Even if she's not even there, it's always her fault. She always gets the brunt of everything, whether it is mostly bad. It's mostly bad. Like people just think she's a freaking human punching bag, and I dare anyone to do that in front of me. I will whoop your ass. Do you understand? I will whoop your ass, and I won't feel bad about it. I won't. I really won't. Um, I only got bullied for like 2 days, and then my sister did something really bad, and I never got bullied ever again. Think about Georgia from Genie in Georgia, and that's what my sister did. My sister didn't play any games. Um, I don't even know how she found out I was being. Oh, my lunch. My lunch was taken away, and then my mom asked me if I had eaten in the evening, and I told her no. She's like, "Why?" I was like, "They take my lunch." She's like, "Who takes your lunch?" And then I told them the people in the bus transport. That is, we call it transport, but it can be referred to as the bus. And then she told my sister because my mom is very non-confrontational and stuff. She's not she's not gonna go there until she really has to, and she already knew like my sister would take over the situation because she's about that life, or she was about that life. And then I was going to my transport because it was there. I was leaving the house, and then my sister showed up, and she it was not nice for the other people. I felt really bad. And I was never bullied again. Let's just say it like that. So I love Finding 13 and Johnny. Oh my goodness. I love their story. I loved everything about their life and their story and their hardship and just them really wanting to be together and very, very mature. Like they were very, very mature. Of course, they had a little bit of little tiffs here and there, but not really, really bad. It was more like the world instead of them. So I enjoyed the story so much. And then the last book that I want to recommend quickly, or can I recommend some more? Let me recommend. Let me recommend two. Okay, the last book that I want, second last book is HookShot by Kennedy Ryan. I don't know why people don't understand how like this is basketball romance. It's the third book in the Hoop series. This is about Lotus and Keenan. So their love story is so sweet. It's like intense, but in a tense, like in a beautiful way. Like it's not intense and like an irritant ballad, even though that was beautiful, but like intense at it like this this is it. Like this is it. I'm giving it like they were always ready to be there and kind and just Aww. This is one of the like they like send messages to each other and cards and stuff, and then one of them, and it's from the Bible. It's like I think he says it to her. He must have someone like this name. Yeah, he sends it to Lotus, that is, and it says, "You have made my heart beat faster." And then, oh my goodness, I loved them. I loved this book so much. It was amazing. The love story. Here's another one. There's no one else but you, my friend, my equal. That's just it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. I feel like the lighting has become a bit dim. Maybe it's just me. Um, then the last book that I want to recommend, I've kept my hand still for a very long time actually. Very proud of myself. Is A Thousand Boy Kisses by Tillie Cole. This book is about Poppy and Ruin. So let me see if it's actually written here. Okay, no. I don't want to spoil it. That's why I'm just want to make sure like it's not written at the back. Because sometimes I have to be careful. I'll be telling you stuff and it's not even in the blurb, synopsis, whatever you guys want to call it. So we have Rune and Poppy. They are childhood best friends. Rune moves next door to Poppy's house. They become fast friends, and something happens. Well, no, Rune's dad has a job back in it's some German country. I don't know if it's Norway, if it's Germany, if it's Netherlands. It's not Netherlands. It can't be Netherlands. Rune. I'm not sure, but it starts with an N. I'll figure it out. He has to. His dad has to go back there, and I think it's Norway. It's Norwegian. I'm pretty sure it is, and they swear to each other that they will keep in touch. It's only until Ruin gets done with his high school life, and then he can come back and go to college and all that stuff. And Ruin stops talking to her after some time, and she is no, it's Poppy that stops talking to Ruin. He keeps sending her messages. She stops replying. I was almost about to blame the guy. I'm going through it, but it was Poppy's. It was Poppy's. She did it. She stopped talking to him. He comes back. He's changed. He's now like a bad boy. He's like very angry. He's like very angry. He feels very betrayed by her, and he's like he doesn't understand why. He doesn't get like why did you just stop talking to me one day? Like what the hell? Who even does that? And then he quickly finds out what's happening, and a thousand boy kisses. It's so romantic. I cried. I remember crying. I cried a lot reading this. Oh, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I'm going to cry. So, that is all that I have for today. Will I be able to do a thumbnail? Oh my goodness. This is a nightmare. Let's see. What's feminine like? Mm-hmm. Oh, I can do like a halo. I can put like a little halo on me. I can see your halo. Okay, that is all that I have for today. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.